Hey, movie lovers, welcome to another movie review. Today we'll be reviewing the movie Monica. The movie is currently showing on Uche Montana YouTube channel. So if you're here to watch it, please go over to our channel and watch it. But here we'll be dropping spoilers. Now, about the cast of the movie, we have Uche Montana who played the role Monica, and we also have John Ekanem who played the role of Pascal. Now let's talk about the story behind the movie. You could see that the movie displayed the life of a young lady who's trying to navigate life, navigate family, even trying to navigate work as well. The movie gave us a series of a young lady, right from when she was young. She's Monica is the firstborn of her family, and you can see how right from when she was young, she's been saddled with the responsibility of taking care of the household, like taking care of the family. She had the father, she had the mother, but yet it's quite interesting how it was the first daughter that was, having to take up the role of providing for the family, which I found kind of weird, but of course, that's a story, and I think I'll give it up to the writer of this movie as regards that. Um, Also, you could see I would like to say the mother took advantage of her niceness. But honestly, what do you expect? Honestly, I think I would really give it up to the writer of this movie because it has you thinking like, okay, this is a young girl who had a mother, she had a father. The father could easily go and work for the family, but instead you are given the responsibility of, bringing money. She's literally hawking and selling ogi, selling pap at a very young age. Why? Just so that the family will be well taken care of. Along the line, she grows up, and she's still, taking up the responsibility. She is working so her, and whatever money she makes, she's giving it to her mom. Her mom uses it to take care of the rest of her other siblings, which I find, which I find very, cringy. But it's a movie. Don't let us digress. Let's keep going. Also, along the line, she also have a love interest which was played by John, right? Pascal, a love interest. He really, really liked her. And John in the movie was telling Monica, this you are doing too much for your family. How about yourself? Think about yourself. Don't think about her family. But the girl, Monica, was such a nice lady. She kept on thinking about her mother, her siblings, her father. She couldn't leave them because the guy wanted to. I think he got an opportunity to travel abroad, and he wanted to like marry Monica and say, what, Monica, let's go together. But Monica's, everything in her head was her family, her family, her family, her mom, her siblings. Now Monica goes to tell her mother that, oh, this guy wants to marry me, and guess what the mother says? He's deceiving you. He's a liar. Is this? Is that? Why? Because you don't want your daughter to get married to. Okay. you know, Long story short, this guy travels. She stays back. Monica is back, still staying in the village with her parents, taking care of her siblings. The junior sister, got admission, left the house for school and all that. The junior brother, that one was just, gallivanting, up and down, right? And one thing led to the other. I think the junior sister ended up meeting Pascal, where from wherever, and they ended up dating. And before you know it, no, sorry. The Pascal actually came back after, years, after several years. So Pascal came back, from wherever I traveled to. He came back for Monica. He came to the compound looking for Monica and ended up seeing Monica's junior sister. And Monica's junior sister was like, wow, who is this fine guy looking for my sister? And guess what Monica's junior sister did? She overtook. She rided her elder sister. Like let's say she took the guy, but one thing led to the other. They started Monica's junior sister ended up dating Pascal, and before you know it, he came to ask for her hand in marriage. Only for Monica to see a long lost love coming for her junior sister's hand in marriage. Now, in anybody's head, that's a bit a lot for any human being to take. Of course, Monica was pissed, she was angry, but eventually, she had to just, give her blessings. She had to give her blessing. Of course, she felt disappointed by her mother and everybody and all, but No, it was very heartbreaking, honestly, because I, for one, I felt like, okay, Pascal, you traveled, you came back. Why not just go for Monica? Why go for Monica's junior sister? But I guess Monica's junior sister was really smart. Now, eventually, Monica finally gets a breakthrough. Where she was working, her former boss came back from Canada and he was offered her the opportunity to travel to Canada, and the end the end of the movie. Oh, but honestly, the movie is quite touching, it's quite interesting. If you haven't seen it, go see it. For a YouTube movie, I'll shout out to the writer, shout out to the directors of the movie. What are the best? Now let's talk about the golden moments for us in that movie. So one of the strongest points of the movie, obviously, is Uche Montana's performance. How she played Monica. I would say she brings really intense vulnerability to her role. It really makes you could literally believe, you could believe her, right? And also the plot twist as well was really. I didn't see that. I honestly didn't see that plot twist coming. So yeah, yeah, that was a good one there. Honestly, now what's the not so good part? Some parts of the storylines was a bit rushed, right? There are some points that were also was also like overstretched, which was the junior brother's girlfriend, with pregnancy and all that. I think that was just overly, but I get their point as well. But overall, the movie is also it's a good one. um what are the lessons that what are takeaways from the movie? I'll say major lesson here is that not everything is as it seems. At some point I was asking myself, is Monica's mother truly Monica's mother? And is Monica's father also, he was like a figurehead, which was the man's performance was also not, it was just there, it was really just there, it was just there. I guess maybe it's intentional, you know but yeah, it was overall, it was a good move, it was a good one. The movie actually reminds us of our choices, like really, especially the emotional ones, the the choices that have a long lasting impact. Monica's choices as well. And also another thing is that the movie is a movie is a true life, is a true life story. Is this possible? Well, absolutely, actually it's possible. But shout out to Uche Montana, who brought that role to life. Shout out to her. And also the other cast also, they really nailed the performance. Now, what are we going to rate in this movie? Are we rating the movie? I'll be rating in the movie a solid 8. Come on, guys. No, at a point, be like, oh, I want to see a part 2, I want to see a part 2. But honestly, I think the movie should just be left that way. Honestly, let's just keep our imaginations up. Let's just imagine that, oh, Monica traveled to Canada. She eventually made it. She met another person. Her life became, really beautiful. She had left her annoying mother and her annoying junior brother. And whatever the life of Pascal and his wife, whatever wants to happen to them, they will be all right. They should all be all right. But I don't really think the movie needs a part 2. Well, if there's a part 2, we'll be here to review it. We'll be here. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much. So now, what are your thoughts about the movie? Let's know your take. Do you think what Monica did was good? What do you think about Monica's mother, Monica's family members? Let's talk in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe. Subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and follow for more honest movie reviews. Till we come your way to the next one. Bye bye.